Yo, what's up guys, I'm back, good review here. This time we have this Giuly card. Now, this is a new hero this year, so I didn't really know what to expect in this card. And obviously, this is my second account team. I don't know if you could tell. Well, I would hope you could tell, because my account's a lot better than that. But, with that being said, on stats, he's 5'5", got the high medium work rate. He's got the 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and his preferred foot is that right foot. Now, as you can see, I played a lot of games with this card, so I should be in the know about him. And alternate positions, you can only play the right mid and the right wing, which is a little bit annoying in my opinion, because you do want a little bit of variety on cards. Let's say I've got Rodrigo or something like that, and he wants to play the right side, then I can't do anything because I've got to play one or the other, so it's a little bit annoying in my opinion. Now, on stats then, so he's got the 88 pace, the 83 shooting, the 81 passing, and the 85 dribbling with the 58 physical. So on paper, looks like quite a nice well-rounded card. Now, I used him in a variety of positions because he can generally play wherever he feels like, really. But the main one was up front, and I'll talk about that after. So on traits, he's got the finesse shot, he's got whip pass, which is quite a cool one, flair, which I don't really like, technical, he's also got quick step, he has one of my favourite ones, which is relentless, and he also has acrobatic, which I find quite weird on a guy that's 5'5". But with that being said, if you do enjoy the review or want to see more, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot to my channel. But I've got nothing more to say. I'll see you after positive negatives, and peace. So, what's my thoughts about the card then? Now, if you don't know how this works, I pretty much say what's good, what's bad about the card, what you should and what you shouldn't do, just so you're utilising the card as much as humanly possible, so you're not making the same mistakes I'm doing, or you're utilising what I did more, just so you can get the most out of the card. Now, first me is those 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Weak foot for me, he would obviously miss a few chances, but as dependability goes, it's consistent. He would miss a few chances, but like over, it's not too bad. Like it's generally for 83 finishing base, it's not bad. Now the pace meter is one of his best attributes. He is really fast, especially with those playstyles. It's really good, especially with the hunter as well. It just goes together really nice for all three of them, like bread and butter. Really fast and can get you through on goal very easily. Now the shooting for me, consistency wise, not amazing. The low composure, low finishing, low attack position, he would struggle a little bit at times to get into the right position and score the chances. As you see, he's a post merchant. He would hit the post so much. But with that being said, when you get on the finesse or something like that, it will go in. He has got a very good shooting for such a cheap card, shall we say. But overall, you just need to be careful a few times. Now, next for me is the passing. Now, this is why I don't really recommend Cam. It's not amazing. I would say, honestly, his best position is probably wide. Because he's got the pace, he's got the playstyle to go with it, like the quick step and that kind of stuff. And he also has whip pass. Now, I don't know if any of you watch Tex or anything like that, the pro player. He used like Lauren Hemper that with whip pass. And when you whip it into a tall striker, that whip pass is insanely good. But with that being said, the actual passing stats are quite average. Now, the dribbling for me, not bad. He's 5'5", so obviously he'd be able to move quite like nicely and easily. But he doesn't have technical, which is quite frustrating. Because if he did, I reckon he'd move even nicer than what he does. But he's got decent agility with okay dribbling stat, and being 5'5", he will move quite nice, especially with them 4-star skills. Now, a cool thing about this card, it reminds me a little bit of Smolarek, is that balance. It's 93. Now, I know it's abysmal strength, so it kind of counteracts a little bit, but with that being said, it just allows you that extra second to take a shot off or pass off with that balance. Now, next to me is his physical attributes. Now, head accuracy and jumping are useless. Don't even go near them. Like, as you can see, literally useless at 5'5". The strength, again, useless, and same with that aggression. So all of them, just stay far away from. But here's one of my favourite things about the card. So this is why I recommend you playing him wide, even on like a get back kind of right mid or something like that. He's got 85 stamina, but he also has Relentless. Now, Relentless pretty much adds like 10 stamina onto your card. Obviously, Relentless Plus adds probably like more like 15. That's like how I would describe it to someone that doesn't understand it, really. Like, it's so good, and it'll last you 120 minutes easily. Like, a lot of my reviews, because obviously I want to keep the card on to use them for the whole game, they'll struggle to last like the 120 minutes or stuff like that. But this card, he's still running at 119th minute chasing that ball, so that's something I really do enjoy about him. So, on to the fun part review, the overall scores. Now, this is quite easy to rank, I feel. So, the pace for me, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. He's fast, don't get me wrong. If he had a playstyle plus as fast instead of the acrobatic, it would be more like a 9.5. He'd be seriously fast. But don't get me wrong, he'll still be able to burn a lot of the fullbacks. And next up for me is his shooting. Now, overall for this, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'm not giving it higher because the consistency level wasn't there necessarily. But, with that being said, you've seen the clips. He can score quite a few chances. Now, the passing for me, overall, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Now, it's quite average, but adding that whip pass as a playstyle to go with it, it boosts it up a little bit more because that is a very OP one. Now, the dribbling for me, I'm going to give it 8.5. It's good, but I just wish he had like technical or something like that just to go with it, or a little bit more dribbling and just make him that swift, nimble, agile card just to make those defenders hate him. Like, pretty like Messi, pretty much. Now, the physicals for me, the one that matters most is his stamina, and he has Relentless to go with it. So, overall for this, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Now, I know you may think the rest of the attributes are literally abysmal, but that stamina is so key, especially with that Relentless, it goes together really nicely. Now, on overall score for me then, I'm going to give him a 7.9 out of 10. I do think he's a good card, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's more suited for a wide. I don't think he's a striker because of that finishing. The passing, again, he's not a cam, so his wide is his best position in my opinion, and that may frustrate a few people who've got him out the hero pack, because obviously you want to play him up front, but I feel like you just get like a Rafael Leao or a Haaland, which is a lot better and similar price-ish. So, I recommend him as a wide. I think he's really good for that. If you're going to play him that, I would give him a 9 out of 10 value for coins. He's very cheap, don't get me wrong. He's got a lot of good playstyles, and his stats overall are very consistent. So, I think he's a good card, and I do recommend you picking him up.